everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, then welcome. My name is Becky and I post weekly pick-a-card readings, so if you don't want to miss out on any, don't forget to subscribe. And I just want to take a moment to thank you all for liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, or just viewing my videos and being here with me. I appreciate you all. Okay, today's pick-a-card reading is an interesting one. We are going to see how the person on your mind views you. So how do they currently view you? In front of me, I have 3 different options, each with a different number. So observe each of these stones and numbers and choose the one that really calls out to you. If you need more time, you can pause the video. And if you know which one you want, you can go to the timestamp down below. Okay, let's get started. Hey, group number 1. Okay, so how does your person view you right now? Okay, so your person views you guys like an owl. So you guys are seen to be wise, okay? I'm really getting that this group is like an old soul, okay? Like you guys, you just have this wisdom of the ages, okay? And I feel like you guys are really tapping into it, and your person knows this about you. And along with that, you know, with the magic and the intuition, I feel like your guys' intuition and your awareness is heightening. So on top of you being wise and intelligent, you're also seen to be, you know, like your consciousness, your awareness, all that is like elevating. So it's like your person knows that they can't pull one over on you, you know? And I feel like you guys too, you have just this like this fierceness and just this way about you. And in particular, what's coming through to me is like this stare. Like, I feel like you guys don't even necessarily have to say anything. And like people know when you walk into a room, like you mean business, okay? So yeah, you know, you have a very commanding energy, presence, and just your person, they know this. Like there's this natural fierceness to you guys. On top of that, when you guys do speak, I feel like, you know, you're blunt. You call things as you see it, you know? So it's like you get directly to the matter at hand, you know? And yeah, your person, they definitely, this is how they see you. Okay, so what's interesting though is that your person viewed you guys like it was a soulmate. They view you like it's a soulmate connection, okay? Which I thought, wow, like that's kind of coming on strong in the beginning of a reading, but yeah, like that's what's coming through. So I feel like this kind of happened instantly for this person. And it's possible that it might have like overwhelmed them. You know, I'm just getting the impression that it might have been a lot quickly, okay? But regardless, no matter how they're acting, whether you guys are speaking or not, this is how this person views you, okay? Like it's a soulmate connection, and they really feel optimistic about this connection, and you know, you two being the one for each other is what I'm seeing. But currently, you know, I feel like you guys are kind of like, it's like you're at odds right now, and some of you are not in communication, and others of you, it's like something here or there is what I'm getting. Or even if it is consistent lately, it's like I don't feel like you guys are really getting to, you're not really getting anywhere then, okay? Because there's just kind of this feeling of like both of you kind of soul searching and really trying to navigate through this confusion as far as each other goes. Okay, so I feel like this person though, they kind of, it's kind of like they see you off in your own world, doing your own thing, creating your own magical, like, you know, it's like whatever you do is kind of like magical to them is what I'm seeing. But I do feel like, you know, with this Page of Water, they might come back around with an apology. And then with the wheel, the fortune wheel, I feel like they, okay, this is interesting. What comes to me about that is like this person feels like now is our time. Like, I feel like they feel, feel like you guys are destiny overall, and they like have this faith that like, things are going to unfold in your guys' favor. And I feel like at the time that you end up watching this is going to be the time that this person, like, something clicks in their mind and they think, okay, now is our time to make things right, And I am getting that this is kind of like a newer energy, but what's interesting about it is, and even if somebody wasn't a relationship, it's kind of like, when you cut off from that person, it still feels sad. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter what you label it. So I do feel like, and with this intensity of this soulmate and like instant clicking I'm getting, I do feel like, you both were sad that this didn't take off the way that you had both wanted it to, and that there was healing that had to go on between both of you, okay? And then this like soul searching and navigating. But again, like, there is such positive energy and like crush-likeness with the soulmate that I feel like it's almost like, like, I think you guys are real logical people, so you're kind of like, why do I feel so drawn to this person that I didn't know that well, but like I just feel magnetically and emotionally and energetically connected to them. And this is why, okay, is like, it is coming through like a soulmate type of connection. Oh, and the other thing that's coming through as far as these go is that it's almost like I'm getting the impression that your person feels like you might have made kind of a big deal out of something, okay? And I feel like you guys are going to be like, what? No. Like, it was totally justified, whatever it was. But that's literally how they're coming across, okay? So that's how they view it, either way. Okay, so you guys are seen to be like a Gemini, so whether you are or you're not, I'm getting that, your person views you as being intellectual, witty, good with the words, good with communicating. I feel like you guys, it's kind of interesting. You have this dualistic nature. So I feel like on one hand, like when you are feeling kind of fierce, you're going to put people in their place. That side of the Gemini comes out. And when you're feeling, playful, fun, and flirty, it's like, oh man, people can't get enough of it. Like, you are just on a whole other level when it comes to communicating, and I feel like this person loves that about you. Okay, so you guys are also seen to have a lot going on, and it's kind of like this person wonders, like, where do they fit in your life, because I feel like you guys are just, you naturally have a lot going on, and it's like, can you pencil this person in? You don't know, Okay, so you guys are also coming across like you are a star and you are shining currently. Some of you might be in the spotlight as well, but if not, it doesn't matter. That's how you show up. Still like a star, no matter what it is you're doing. And you also kind of have this edginess to you, okay? And just something that's different, like about your style and the way that you are, okay? So there's something about you that is different and edgy and rock star-like. Okay, so they definitely view you guys, though, as this, like, upstanding person, somebody who's solid, and even though, you're flourishing, you could be in the spotlight, either way, it's like you're going all out in whatever it is that you're doing. It's like you have this amazing balance, and you still have your roots, like, really, which grounds you. You know what I'm saying? So you have this amazing, like, I'm going to go all out with whatever it is I'm doing, or just me as a person. And yet you have a groundedness, and this person loves it, as well as a solid presence. You guys also are seen to be like an earth sign, so, you don't shy away from, like, putting in the work, basically, and seeing things through. And I feel like you hard workers, it's kind of like, I just get like success written all over you guys, but you guys are also the type to be like, yeah, but you know what? I deserve it. I earned it. And yeah, it's that earth-like energy that you have. Your person sees that. Okay, so Yeah, Gemini came through twice, so I would not be surprised if you guys weren't a Gemini or had it in your chart, or maybe even who you're dealing with is also a Gemini, because that is definitely coming through strong. So that's the other thing. I feel like you and this person have amazing conversations, or you will if you haven't really spoken that much. So you guys are definitely on the cutting edge of something that feels like really expansive, okay? And I feel like that's what you're currently working on in life. I feel like you're working on yourself and you're working on something that's really going to take off is what I'm seeing. And there's also something about you guys, and you get your person really viewing things through a different perspective, and that could be the spiritual side of you is what I'm seeing. So this person feels elevated. They feel like their mind's expanding in your presence with your conversations. And you know what? If they don't know this about you yet, like if it's a very new connection, like this is how it will be is what I'm seeing. Okay, so yeah, again, like I said, I definitely get that this is a newer energy, but I feel like you two complement each other really well. And one of you definitely recognizes this, I feel like, before the other. Just, you both have this very inquisitive, curious nature to you. And it's like you both want to see the world through the eyes, new perspective is what I'm getting. And just really make life feel like an adventure is what I'm seeing. It's got that whole like the world is my oyster, you know, the world is my, it's just like, it's this never ending discovery of things is what I'm feeling with you two. And yeah, you know, they definitely, I feel like, are going to get this inspired idea to hit you guys up. But I actually almost wouldn't be surprised if you guys ended hitting up this person. Like, I just feel like that's kind of who you are. Although some of you, I feel like, are definitely going to take the stance like, no, you know what? If they want to restart something, they can hit me up. Okay. But all in all, group number one, your person definitely sees this as being like, my sunflower card's like the sun card. So that's like the happiest outcome that this could have gotten. Okay, so I definitely feel like this is like a soulmate connection. And I just feel like it's almost like this person, though, it's interesting. I do feel like they have this faith that like no matter what, you two are destined to be together. But they do want to play their cards right is also what I'm getting. And that I feel like, you know, they're going to get this idea that when to come back around, I feel. And it will be around the time whenever you view this video. Okay, group number one, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number two. Okay, so how does your person view you right now? Okay, so they are viewing you guys currently like the lion, okay, or lioness. And I'm feeling like you guys are coming across with this new fierceness that you have not had before, you know. And they're seeing it, and it's kind of like you guys have this regalness to you. And like I've said in previous videos, it's coming through again. It's like you guys, you know, you are stepping into your power. You are owning who you are. And it's like once, you know, you put that crown on, it's like, ooh, you know, you're like, nobody is going to take this from me, you know. So yeah, I mean, you are coming across like you're okay by yourself. You're better than okay. Like you guys are elevating. You're definitely coming across. They're noticing like it's a glow up. Okay, you guys are baddies and just like really just like living life now. It's like something has been unleashed within you and you guys are just taking off, you know? Not even necessarily in movement, but like internally. And it's showing, you know, it's just showing with who you are now. And even if you're a guy watching this, I know I said glow up baddies, but yeah, you guys too, you are stepping into who you are, owning who you are, And just, you know, there's this new fierceness about you. So really the word that's coming through to me about you guys is like, you guys are showing up, okay? You are showing up for yourself. You are showing up for life. And that energy is so powerful, you know, when we own who we are and we step up and we just show up fully in the moment and in anything that we do. And I feel like group 2, this has been you guys lately and all my videos that are most recent, and it's like, it's amazing, honestly. And I do feel like, you know what, anybody who comes into your life, it's like a bonus now. Whereas before, I feel like you guys really did look to somebody to complete you, and now it's like it's all, the game is changing, okay? And in fact, the song that came through, because, you know, I keep seeing like you guys are showing up, it's like you're showing off, and it's like, and rightfully so, you know, like it's your time to shine is what I'm seeing. Well, it's always your time, but you know what I'm saying though is okay, so Danity Kane song Showstopper is what hit me when I looked at your guys' cards. And in particular, you know, when they're like, show stopping at the latest bar. Yeah, we divas, but we ride like big boys do. Okay, so yeah, like I'm getting this like interesting mix where you guys are really tapping into your feminine side as well as the masculine side, and it's just becoming this balance. Okay, so you guys are showing up as beautiful divas, you know, but at the same time, you have this fierceness and this toughness. And like I said, even if you're a guy watching this, yes, like your feminine and masculine energy is becoming more balanced as well, okay? And for the feminine for you, it could be your spirituality as well as the masculine is how you're showing up, period, you know, owning who you are. Okay, with all that being said, this is how I feel like your person is viewing you, like they don't have a choice, you know? So along with that though, I feel like, you know, this person feels like almost like they have to compete for you now, okay? Which I find is interesting. So they see you getting attention, and yeah, and I'm almost getting kind of like a little bit of jealous vibes from your person, okay? It's, yeah, they don't quite know what to make of you guys, okay? So they're definitely seeing that, you know, you guys have changed significantly, and or you are in the process of it. And it's kind of like they're on like this shaky ground of not quite knowing what to make of anything right now, okay? And on top of it, you guys are coming across like the magician. So it's like you've got this very like focused energy going on. And I feel like you guys are really about making your dreams come true right now. Like in doing what you need to do to be your elevated self as well as what is in front of you. Like you guys have a very focused, determined energy right now, and that's also coming through. But yeah, you know, you guys, you're on your way to manifesting your dreams, and yeah, with this new fierceness about you. So I'm actually getting that whereas before maybe you came across as like a sweet, kind, friendly person who was there for them, now they kind of feel like, ooh, like the love is like not there necessarily right now. It's not to say you're not coming across as friendly, but it's a newness, you know? It's a, like I said, like a fierceness. Like you guys, you know, it's like a badassness. Okay. But either way, like you guys are still coming across like the Empress, where you are, you know, they see you as being attractive. They see you as being, they still know like you're a loving person deep down. But it's kind of like, you know, you have this new creativeness, and like I said, like you're manifesting, you've got this new go-getter like energy that's coming through more so now. As well as putting yourself and those that matter first. Okay, so that's the other thing. I feel like you guys have been reconnecting with your tribe, the people that you are closest to in life. And just, you know, like maybe whereas before that relationship, those relationships maybe weren't given any attention. Like I feel like they were kind of put in the back burner. It's like you're getting back to you're getting back to those people now. And it's just like I'm feeling like this whole like reconnected energy. basically with everyone but your person is what I'm seeing. Yeah, in fact, some of you might even be discussing your person with these people. Okay, I'm just getting like kind of like outside people, you know, hearing about stuff. And yeah, and I feel like it's kind of like your person might know this, or they have a feeling about that this is going on, or maybe they just know you and they know that, you know, you're the type that would spill the tea with those that you're closest to, you know? So yeah, that's coming through. It's kind of like though this person somewhere has hope though that you two can rekindle and have that fairy tale like romance that they felt like you had when things were going great. But at the same time, like I said, with the change going on, they're not quite sure what to make of you, and they're not sure which side of you they'd get if they hit you up if you guys aren't in communication now. Like they're kind of on edge and they feel like you might give them attitude, you know? Yeah. Either way though, this person definitely still, like, they've got a big crush on you is what I'm seeing, regardless of how they're acting. I feel like too, they notice that you guys are deep people. Like you can really have great conversations and go down the rabbit hole, so to speak. And I feel like, you know, for some of you, like, yeah, they're aware of your spiritual side, this and that. And depending on how much they know about you, and like if they know that you watch these videos, they might even be watching videos on you as well. So that's interesting. That's coming through for some of you. So they're mirroring you right now, whether you know it or not. If they're aware of these kinds of videos, I feel like they're also watching it on you. To get any little clue they can about where you stand. Okay. So they also view you guys like a princess or a prince. Okay. Yeah, you know, they're definitely seeing you guys as being on your throne right now, and they're getting this like choosiness and it's throwing them is what I'm seeing, and they're feeling off kilter and they're not sure what to make of you guys right now. Okay, so I feel like all this is you and how they view you. So Capricorn, Virgo, Cancer, and Aries came out. So you guys definitely have this earth-like energy where I feel like, you know, when it comes time to put in work, you do it. You go all out with it, you know. And you guys definitely have this intuitive nature about you, the spiritual side, as well as now, I feel like, especially now, like this new go-getter energy that's in Aries, and you're on the move a lot is what I'm seeing. And yeah, you know, I see that you guys broke free from this connection. I do feel like this person's going to come back around like a friend, so they don't want to come on too strong too soon. And I feel like they definitely want to play their cards right. So they're kind of being a little calculating as far as like approaching you goes. So it's like kind of like, despite, you know, how you guys are coming across as these baddies who are going through a glow up, this person still, I feel like they kind of see though, they're like, oh yeah, well, that's great, but I know who you are. And deep down, they feel like you do have a heart and that you are the source of light in the dark. And that you guys are intuitive and spiritual. And you are showing up like you're in the spotlight. So whether you are or you're not, like that's how you're showing up. So, you know, you could be posting a lot. This person definitely, though, always has had this passion for you, I feel like. So you guys have instant chemistry, you know. And I just feel like, you know, life's exciting. Like when things were going well for you two, life was exciting. And with the 7th house here, I do feel like, you know, they do want something more with you guys. And I feel like for some of you, you might be like, you know what, it's too little too late. And for others of you, I feel like this is going to be good news and you weren't over this connection. But you know what, I do feel like this person knows, though, they're going to have to step their game up with you. And if they're not up for that, like if they're not who you deserve, basically, this is going to weed them out. And if they are, then they're going to step up, group 2. Okay, group number 2, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Group number 3. Okay, so how does your person view you right now? Okay, group number 3. So right away, I'm seeing the horse for you, which represents freedom. So instantly, I got the feeling that you guys are in this place currently where you are just like wanting to unleash yourself, okay? And just like roam free is what I'm feeling. And I feel like you guys are really free spirits, like at heart. And it's kind of like, you know, you can take the horse out of the wild, but you can't take the wild out of the horse, okay? And that is exactly what's coming through for you guys. And I feel like in particular lately, like you just feel like, you know what, in order to be true to yourself, you need to go and take off and kind of do your own soul searching and do whatever it takes to get right with yourself, you know what I mean? And I feel like, you know, you guys literally might have taken off and went somewhere. And I'm just getting the impression that, you know, in fact, the song that came to me in regards to that is America's A Horse with No Name. And in particular, the lyrics that came through for you guys is, see, I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to get out of the rain. 'Cause in the desert, you can't remember your name, and there ain't no one for to give you no pain. La, 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 la. Okay, so yeah, so the impression that I'm getting is that you guys honestly, like, went off to do your own thing and to get back to yourself is what I'm seeing. Okay, so I feel like there was definitely this disconnect from others, and yeah, like a definite cutoff from others, okay? And on top of that, I feel like, you know, so I'm just getting the impression you went from being around a lot of people, whether like a city person who went off to the country or just like somebody who just went off to the desert. I'm just getting that there were a lot of people around you, and now all of a sudden you went somewhere where there isn't, you know, and it's just space and it's nature and it's you, okay? And yeah, you know, I feel like you guys are going through a period of transformation currently, and it can be intense, and you're really trying to make sense of it, and it's like going between two different worlds. And then with transformation, it's Scorpio, so I feel like, you know, you guys are diving deep. You're diving deep into these emotions, and things are really starting to change for you guys. And along with that comes less communication with others. Okay, so your person sees all this about you to the ability that they're able to is what I'm seeing. Like they know that you're all about freedom and doing what's right for you and putting yourself first in that way. Okay, so self-serving came out. Yeah, you're putting yourself first because you know that's the right thing to do and that everybody around you will benefit from you doing this. Like, it's kind of like the analogy that comes to me about that is like, you know, like the world can view putting yourself first as being selfish, but honestly, it's kind of like if a plane's going down, it's like you have to put your oxygen mask on first before you can help anybody else with theirs, you know? And that's kind of like the feeling that I'm getting with this group. Like you do have to put yourself first, and it will benefit everybody else. Okay. So yeah, self-care is not selfish. But at the same time, it's like this person still feels really connected to you guys. And with all these aces, it's kind of like, you know, they want this start with you. Like a solid start is what I'm seeing, but they also trust in the timing. And it's possible that the timing of when you two met wasn't the right timing. Like it was in the sense of like, you know, we don't, like there's no accidents. And when, you know, it definitely sparked this inspiration within both of you meeting. But at the same time, though, as far as anything solid developing, that has to unfold in its own timing. Okay. So yeah, I mean, as far as you two go, there's definitely like this confusion, you know, trying to understand what's going on, but realizing that neither one of you really can, and it is really about being okay in the mystery. Yeah. So along with this transformation though, okay, your person also sees that, you know, I think at the time of you two meeting, you were heartbroken over somebody in the past, and it also is about really healing from that. And that's all part of this transformation and you wanting to go off and do your own thing. It's interesting that two horses came through though. But I also feel like, you know, there's definitely this joyful optimism energetically between you and this person, and with the one, like, yeah, it's like new, it's fresh, it's anything's possible. And this card in particular represents communication, so I see the communication happening, even though, you know, you had to roam free in order to do all this. But yeah, you guys are currently seen though as being kind of hard to get, hard to reach, hard to communicate with, but on one level, like, your person understands it, okay? And yes, this connection in particular does require patience, is what I'm seeing. Okay, but there is definitely this, like, passionate energy and excitedness, and just like kind of got that feeling of like kid on Christmas, and you both aren't sure exactly what hit you. You just know that it felt instant, and there's like this, like I said, this magnetic attraction, and it's like, it's not just looks, it's personality too, but just this overall like energetic expansiveness is what I'm feeling in like every area. You guys in particular are coming across like an Aries, so a very fiery go-getter nature, as well as a Virgo. So whatever you do it well and do it better than others. Very thorough, pay attention to detail. You like to see things through. You like to do things, like I said, like top notch. But you guys also have this intuitive side to you as well. Okay, and I feel like it's heightening with the transformation. But yeah, so currently you guys are definitely coming across as being mysterious, so your person they don't quite know like what is going on, but at the same time, it's kind of like there's definitely this faith that I see. And yeah, I feel like, you know, you guys will get this inspired idea, one of you will, to hit the other up, is what I'm seeing with that. Currently, I see though that you guys, it's kind of like you have your heart in a cage, yet you feel like this new person is the person who could be the key to opening that cage. But it's kind of like, you know, you still have stuff to go through, but you'll know when you're ready to let that out. And then I feel like just kind of like this Zen garden where like things are going to flow and it's going to feel just amazing is what I'm seeing with this. I also feel like you guys might end up seeing 222 a lot as well. Like when the time comes around to communicate this. The other thing that's coming through, even though it didn't fly out, is like I feel like you both feel connected through music. So it's like you get your messages or signs from music, and it's kind of like I feel this connectedness, you know, that you guys share through that. As well as being out in nature. Okay, group number 3, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys.